Alright, look. I know how hard it is living as a car enthusiast in a world where automakers turn something like this to this. And I hated to break it to you, but for the first session of the video, we will be exploring facelifts that has, let's just say, a questionable nature to the one that I just showed you. But hang on tight, cause after we break through these monstrosities, I will show you some of the hottest facelifts ever done. Ready? Let's go. On the note of the G11 7 Series from 2015, a usual car facelift involves going from the string to the ring to the rim to the chin. However, the G11 received neither its crown nor its bling. It ended up with drama as no one ever ringed about it even remotely looking decent, or at least as the way I believe it in my heart. Anyways, while the original G11 smushed through the ceilings and reached for the stars with its looks, the facelift made me go, what the hell is this? Okay, I can't anymore. Anyways, you get my point. It takes quite a lot of courage to even release something this remotely ugly. That obnoxious grill makes me wanna puke every single time I see one in public. Next up, I know this is gonna be controversial, but the Fiat Multipla facelift completely ruined the car. Now, most of you know that the Fiat Multipla has been rendered as one of the ugliest cars throughout all automobile history, and to be fair, it completely deserved that title. So, how did the facelift turn out? Not too bad. Fiat started by completely throwing the original front section in the bin and adding a much more generic style to it. Moreover, they redesigned the rear of the vehicle by revamping the taillights. Therefore, if a facelift makes a car look better, why is it considered bad? Well, what made the Fiat Multipla special in the first place was its absurd look, and removing that makes it any other generic compact MPV, just like every average road car at the time. Now, let's look at a facelift that genuinely made a car uglier. When the 6th generation Camaro rolled out in 2019, it was probably one of the best looking muscle cars for its time. It looked aggressive, stylish, classy and modern. And to those of you who doesn't know when the Camaro was released, just joking, it was released in 2015. Can you believe it? Almost 9 years later, it still looks as if it just got introduced to the public due to its timeless design. Then I just Chevrolet looked at it and went, well, since we introduced such a beautiful beast, let's make it uglier. So, they dropped the bar in the bumper lower, revamped the upper and bottom grille, and connected the fog light to the bottom grille. The result is a muscle car that went from being timeless and classy to a piece of mess that once looked aggressive, but ended up looking like an economic coupe. Also, today, I learned how important badge placement is for a car's appearance, because what the heck is this? Alright, enough eyesores. Now it's time for the portion of the video that I promised you. Starting off, how about the first generation of the A5? Introduced in 2007, the Audi A5 rolled off as a modern, sleek coupe, or hatchback if you opted for that. Anyways, the initial A5 was decent looking, but was just a little too soft. That is, unless you went for the S5. So, how did Audi solve the problem? Touch up the grille by making it more aggressive, change the shape and inside of the headlight, and revamp the fog lights. The finished product almost feels like a new generation, which is quite an impressive move by Audi. Anyways, let's look at another example of a nicely done facelift. What do we have next? The Peugeot 308. The car kicked off in 2007 as a compact car, but that evil green looks like it's gonna leap onto me and brutally murder me when I sleep. What did Peugeot do to fix it? They revamped the front end of the vehicle by making the obnoxious grin much more subtle and making the fog light smaller. And with a combination of those changes, you end up with a pleasant, somewhat elegant compact hatchback. To finish off with facelifts that utterly transformed a vehicle for the better, we must include the 3rd generation Lexus RX. Introduced in late 2008, the 3rd generation RX was never an ugly car, except for one key factor. What is this grill? It looks as if the car was about to throw up and it's trying its best to hold it in. Seriously, why did Lexus always mess up the grill on the RX? Anyways, how did the facelift turn out? Well, it's sort of a confusing one. Basically, Lexus has two mainstream grades for the RX, the 350 and the 450h. Anyways, the 450h wasn't that ugly when released, it was just average. So, for the 350 facelift, what did Lexus do to fix it? They sort of made the rear of the car into one section, with the chrome lines flowing down to the bottom section of the grille, along with revamping the fog lights. Looking much better already. ready? Wait until you see the 450 facelift. So let's us to the generic looking 450 and did the same thing to the 350, except this new IS style grille looks so sick on the S4 model of the RX. Seriously, all the RX needed this whole time to become one of the best looking SUV for its time is to add an IS style grille to it. I know, it's only available on the F Sports model, but why would you even consider the normal grade over this? So, in conclusion, why does I sound like I'm writing a persuasive essay? It's insane how facelifts can guide a car's appearance from transforming a car for the better or for the worse. Therefore, I personally think that facelifts are extremely important for car manufacturers to take. However, they should do it carefully. If a facelift ends up looking like this on the paper, they better crunch it up like a madman and burn it down.